Welcome to the video. My name's Steven. Let's go ahead and get started. This is the one lesson that I wish I learned earlier, and this is something I didn't learn until kind of recently, and I want to say this will be my final message for 2023. If you like this video, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. I'll be posting more content like this weekly, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So about a month or two ago, I saw another SMA owner who went from, I think, 15K in MRR to like 50K in MRR. I think his name is Dylan Wilson, but I might be mistaken. If you just look up Dylan, SMA, 50K a month, whatever, blah, blah, you'll probably find his page. If you're an SMA owner, you can find his page pretty easily. Anyway, so I watched his video, and the video was pretty basic. It was like how he used cold calling to get 20K, 30K, whatever, in like 2 weeks. And in my head, I was like, I'm kind of sick of the cold calling, but I need to do outreach somehow, so I might as well cold call. And basically his system was, number one, book the appointments, number two, close the appointments, and number three, don't fuck over the clients. And it was really like simple when he said that. I was like, I guess that's easy enough. I took his strategy and I basically implemented it into my business, but I saw he was doing like a paid partnership thing, so I wanted to see if I could qualify for his service, which unfortunately I did not. Financially, it just didn't make sense with my agency, but I definitely do look forward to speaking with him again and actually working with him in the future. But as of right now, that's not happening. So basically, I did hop in a sales call with one of his sales team members, and I was talking to him, and he said, well, what's some of your goals for Q1 of next year? Plan on making probably about 12 clients. And he said, why 12? And then I said, well, 12 clients, 12 weeks in the quarter should be pretty good, right? That's pretty good. He said, well, why don't you just get 12 clients this week? And then in my head, immediately, I tried to come up with excuses. Out loud, I just said, I don't know. Because I honestly didn't know. I was like, why not? Like, that makes sense. Why don't I just get 12 this week? What's stopping me? I was like, well, how would I do that? He said, well, how about you make 200 cold calls a day? He said, what's your calendar look like? I was like, well, it's empty. He said, how many calls are you making a day? And I was like, well, not really any right now. I've been kind of busy recently. Liar! He's like, what are you busy with? And I thought about it, and I was like, what am I busy with? Like, I've been doing all this work, but what is it actually doing? And I'll tell you what I was doing. I'm writing this book right now, so I spent a lot of time writing that. I was working on YouTube videos. I was working on Instagram, like doing all the editing, because I'm fairly new in all this stuff. So I'm still doing editing. I'm still actually doing everything. I'm not just sending off the edits for someone else, which actually, hopefully, I plan on doing that with this video. And with another video I just uploaded a little bit ago, I just sent off to someone to edit for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. I've been editing everything and putting everything up. And then like on the business side, I'm like taking care of my clients and I'm like putting up Facebook ads and all this and that. I've been doing all this BS. And basically the thing that I learned in that situation was that the volume required is a lot more than you think it's going to take. And it comes from the thing that you're avoiding. And again, I was sold this at the beginning. If you're very new to SaaS or SMA or SWAS, like, you've probably been sold this idea that you can just go high level or get like Facebook ads going for somebody, and then people are just willing to buy your shit. And then after that, all you have to do is just make 100 cold calls and then make all these promises, and then people will buy your thing, and then you're good. And in reality, that's not how it works. I thought it was, I'll make 100 cold calls, 10 people will answer, I'll want $1,000 a month, I'll be making 10K a month in no time, and then I'll be a millionaire. That's how I thought it was going to work. And I had very unreasonable expectation for starting a business. Like, I thought it was easy. In reality, it's not that easy, right? Like, some people do get lucky. There are some people that, they'll make 100 calls and actually close 10 people up front and not fuck over the clients. That doesn't seem to be my situation. And I'm sure that's not going to be yours. There's plenty of people who got started, maybe fucked over a client. And that's a big issue too, especially if you're in this space, you know how it is. Calling these people, it's hard to get their attention. It's hard to get them to buy your thing. It's hard to help them out because they're used to other agency owners giving them a call, promising all these things, and then not delivering it, and then just running away with their money because the kid's scared and he doesn't know what to do. So he thinks, well, I kind of already have this guy's money. They already spent the money on BS and they run off. And instead of trying to learn, they're like, oh, maybe blah, this and that. And everyone tries to get into the agency space. And that's why it looks like a saturated market. That's why marketing seems so saturated. because nobody actually has real results. They're just calling on BS. People think that it's saturated and it's a scam. That's the biggest problem with marketing if you want to get into it. So, and of course, any other market you want to get into, there's always a problem like that. Like air duct cleaning, for example. I know that's like a really weird niche business to get into, but there's like scammers all online talking about how they do air duct cleaning. E-com stores, there's people that start e-com stores and then don't deliver the product. So there's always going to be scammers in your niche. You have to get over that. So that's a little golden nugget that I wanted to add in here, is that there will be scammers in your niche. You have to prove that you're better. And the only way you're going to do that is by learning. So the volume required is more than what you think it will be. I thought it was going to be 100 cold calls. I've made 1,000, 2,000 cold calls, and it hasn't even worked out my way. Now, I will say something. I had plenty of sales calls where I was just selling SaaS. I was just selling high level as a software, and people don't want to just buy a software. People want leads. They want money. And the software to them is not going to bring them money. And my story with that is the ham and the garlic story. Basically, there's this kid and he has a dog, and the dog has ticks or something like that. And he tries to give the dog garlic because that's what his grandma tells him. She says, give him garlic. And then he doesn't want to eat the garlic. And then his grandma's like, hey, you actually have to like wrap it in ham and then give it to him. And then he wrapped it in ham and gave it to the dog. And now, the ticks went away or whatever. That's basically the story here with clients, is when you're getting clients, when you're fulfilling clients and you're taking care of people in an agency, you can't bring them a software. They don't want to buy a software that gets them reviews and sends automated text messages. They want money. They want to make money. Right? So that's where I settled with SMMA. But when I first started, I was just doing SaaS, and I was trying to sell this SaaS product that I didn't understand. And so my confidence level on the product was very low. So I hadn't done enough repetitions of calling and appointments to actually be good enough to sell this thing. And I didn't learn enough about the software. So I didn't have the reps. And it was in the thing I was avoiding. I was avoiding how to set up automated text messages. I was avoiding how to learn like the little intricate things like custom fields and custom values and all this extra stuff within Go High Level. I didn't understand it. So I was trying to sell this SaaS product with zero explanation on how to do anything. I just thought like, oh, they can figure it out themselves. When in reality, I needed to figure it out and sell them a product. If you have a marketing agency and you use Go High Level, I will just tell you this right now. It's a product that they hand to you that you're supposed to turn into your own version of the product and sell. That's what makes it valuable. That's why, and you can even go to your clients and say, this is what I do. You can say, this is Go High Level. I made it my own thing. And people respect that because you actually put time and effort into turning into a thing for them, something that they want, right? Like my niche, if they're like, I want this one thing, is I already have that, it's already built. If they want another thing, I have it, it's already built. And I just have everything already pre-built out, all the texts, all the emails, all the automations, everything's built, ready to go for them. The High Level comes with my service, so it's free with my package. And that's something that I didn't understand either. So here's another little tidbit of something I didn't understand. You can't just go out and try to sell the same thing as everybody else. So that's what I was doing. That's the mistake I made. So again, back to the topic, the amount of volume required is more than you think, and it's of the thing that you're avoiding doing. And that is the other big part of it. Avoiding. I was avoiding cold calls for so long. I did not want to make cold calls. I didn't want to interact with people. I was scared because you know how it is. You hop on the phone and they're like, F you, I don't want to talk to you, and then they hang up. And that sucks. It sucks when you have that happen to you 150 times a day. And I was making cold calls, but I didn't have confidence in my service because my service wasn't good enough, and I was promising the world, right? Because everyone has the same offer, it feels like. Because you get started and the affiliate that you signed up for High Level through, or someone says, here's the offer, 10 clients in a month or your money back. So everyone's calling the same fucking person over and over and over again. Here, I got this offer for you. It's 10 clients or your money back guaranteed. And they're like, fuck you. I've already got hoed one time. And FYI, Go High Level does not generate clients.
Go High Level does not generate clients.
Very simple. Go High Level as a base product does not generate clients. You can get clients with Go High Level if you do some extra things. And I might even make a video on how to do it, but you probably already know. Database reactivation, automatic appointment booking, setting up a website, those simple things. But that's to generate organic traffic. You need some front end activity for people to look at the thing and then move to it. You're setting up steps further down the funnel. The website is further down the funnel than the initial sighting of the company. And sure, if it's a brick and mortar chain, they'll probably see the logo or the sign in the street and recognize it that way. But they're not seeing it on Facebook. And that's where you need to get in front of people, is Facebook, Instagram, where they hang out, social media platforms. And you cannot just simply do that with Go High Level. I wish that was something that was like preached on more. Go High Level is not just a way to generate hundreds of clients. It can help, but there's still more effort you're gonna have to put in outside of Go High Level. And I'll just let you know, it's probably Facebook. If you wanna be real with you have to run ads. That's the easiest way to do it. You can sell SaaS, but it's a low ticket. If you wanna actually make real money, I would move into SMA if you're selling SaaS. But again, the amount of volume required is more than you think it is, and it comes from the thing that you're avoiding doing. I was avoiding making cold calls, and I was avoiding hopping on the phone with customers because I was scared. You have to get over that. That's a belief switch that you have to change. I'm not gonna sit here and try to say anything wrong about High Level. I love High Level as a platform. I love SMA. I love, putting up ads for these people and really helping them bring clients. But you have to do some learning. You have to put some time in. And if you're avoiding learning things, if you're avoiding talking to customers, if you're avoiding becoming better, then you're never ever gonna get good. You're never gonna get good enough to where people are actually gonna be willing to give you money. And I'll tell you this right now, you don't need testimonials. You don't really need testimonials. If you actually have something that's quality, people aren't going to be asking you for testimonials and saying, well, I just met you, well, this and that. Because if you can actually prove that you are someone of value and prove that you're someone that can help them, then they're more likely to buy. My last little tidbit with this is, the thing you're avoiding doing was avoiding checking out Facebook ads. I was like, I don't want to do Facebook ads. My customers would call me and say, can you do Facebook ads? And I would say no. I would literally turn down money. People were willing to pay me like $1,500 to $2,000 or $3,000 just to run ads for them, and I would say no because I didn't know how to. And I remember I was speaking to another agency owner who's in my space, and he's doing like 20, 30K a month, and I was talking to him, and he said, bro, if you want to get good at Facebook ads, you need to put a lot of effort into learning them. And he pulled out these notebooks that he had, and he started like going through the pages of all of them on the call with me. And he was like, you see how these are 3 notebooks, and they're all filled to the brim of Facebook ad stuff. And he said, by the time I got finished with the second book, I finally understood, and I was able to actually make promises that I could keep with these clients. And you gain confidence in yourself. You gain confidence in your ability when you have proof in your mind that you've done the thing, and you know so much about it that even if things do get messed up, you can pivot and fix it. And just to recap, the thing I wish I knew earlier, the amount of volume required is more than what you think, and it's doing the thing that you're avoiding doing. If you're really serious about starting an SMA agency or starting a SaaS agency or starting a business, you need to really look at yourself in the mirror after this video. Go look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you going to do this? Are you going to get good at this? Or are you going to keep stealing the offers that you see on YouTube? You're going to keep listening to the same gurus with the same ideas. Oh, if you do a database reactivation campaign, then you'll get them 30 jobs. Nobody wants a database reactivation campaign. It's nice, but how about you have a main service and the database reactivation campaign is a bonus? But if you're using the same offer as everyone else, the same snapshots, the same workflows, and you're saying the same guarantee on the phone, oh, or your money back guarantee after 90 days, I guarantee you, you're not going to succeed. You need to find a way to be different. You need to find a way to be better, and that comes from doing more volume of the thing that you're avoiding. So if you're avoiding cold calls, you need to get to it. If you're avoiding reaching out to people, cold emails, DMs, whatever, you need to get to it. If you're scared to hop on a sales call, there's a reason why you're scared to hop on a sales call. It's not because you're frightened of talking to people. It's because your product sucks. It's because you're not confident in the product and you don't have enough proof for yourself. So get better before you just hop on a fucking sales call and you think that all this and that, and learn. But make cold calls. That's the biggest tip that I can give. Make cold calls. Reach out to people. The more people you tell about your stuff, the more likely they are to buy. And you will succeed in 2024. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out, especially if you're a SaaSpreneur or a SMA owner. I really hope this helped you out. In the comments, let me know how your agency's going, where you're at, how long you started, and we'll also leave a link to my calendar so we can just hop on a 30-minute call and just kind of talk together. Maybe you're starting out and you just want some advice. It's a free call, so just check it out. It is in the description below. And I hope you have a wonderful day, have a wonderful new year, and really attack this year in 2024. Just kill it. So thank you for watching, and stop scrolling through social media because it prevents you from doing the